of completing this test then.
No, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure when you set it aside, that's how you refresh dice.
Somebody can go to OSC rules and just ask for it. Anyway, we're not
If it's the case that I can't complete...
We're not under any time pressure to have a resolution to this little mechanical question. So, yeah. What are Garo and Mikuka going to do?
I think, alright, I mean, would I realize in character that we didn't do a deep matrix search?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to point that out to our matrix search and let him decide if he wants to do a deeper matrix search, like just real quick, just like
I do, because this paper is going fucking nowhere.
All right. Yeah, I understand that.
Hell yeah, keep all those hits.
Cool. How long are you going to spend on this matrix search, though?
As long as I can.
Do you have the browse program loaded?
Yes, I do.
Brilliant. Okay, so let's say you take a break about 6 hours into your forging. So at like 2 PM, and then you're like, you know what, this forging thing's not going anywhere. I'm just going to sit down and find out absolutely everything I can about Dr. Krusik. And you start hacking away. Now, Strain comes back to you, Salia, with a bunch of information, really. Well, you see, the network's got a bit of information about Dr. Krusik. And it's that, essentially, everybody's a little bit in awe of her scientific abilities. She works for a quite hush-hush kind of corporation.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be right back. I gotta take a bio.
Yeah, cool. Can you just post that in text instead of interrupting me? So, anyway, yeah. So, anyway, Strain says to Salia that, well, yeah, Black Dog Meta Technologies has had a lot of corporate interest in it, really. Lots of money coming in due to its, you know, position on the cutting edge of genetic technologies. There's the standard treatments, but it also does high pay private genetic treatments. It holds the intellectual property for certain cures to various things, such as Alzheimer's. Well, not so much cures, methods for dealing with it. It definitely makes life significantly more livable. There's talk that a full genetic cure for something similar is coming out of this technology. And apparently Dr. Samantha Krusik is the leading researcher there, so yeah, she's very into her work, this woman.
Yes, that's what we've gotten so far. Is that she's into her work.
Yeah, so Strain says to you, so why are you looking into this woman?
It's a part of a job. Not really supposed to say a whole lot more.
Oh, come on, you know
You
me.
know how.
Look, man, I mean, we've been through thick and thin here. I mean, I would put up with a lot for you, and I'd hope you do the same for me. So, like, you want my help at the moment, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So, can you say why you're having me look into this woman? What are you trying to do? I mean, I'll find out what you did on this job eventually. It's my job to know what you can do, but...
That's true. I'm gonna say we're trying to, stop her next paper from being published.
Huh. You know what's in it?
Not really.
Well, you might want to find that out.
I can't read this stuff.
Well, I could find somebody who can. What kind of stuff do you need read?
Well, we're just trying to stop it. We're not trying to read it, really. I mean, someone who could read it might be able to help us with how we're trying to stop it.
Well, that's I can look someone up for you, but I'm not too good on reading scientific papers, you know.
Yeah. It's not the easiest from what I've seen of them.
Well, yeah, that's the information I got about it. Hope it helps.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it'll help. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so Garo, if you would like to find somebody to help you read scientific papers, who are you going to have?
Yeah, I've got a street doc contact, Clint Hightower, that might be able to help me here.
Clint Hightower?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
2 connection, 2 loyalty, 14 dice in biotech.
Yeah, alright, cool. Oh, good for you. So, you ring up Clint Hightower. And see, this guy's just like, yeah, like, what do you need me for today? You get shot?
Not quite. I've got a bit of a paper that, well, to me, I can't read any of this stuff. It's over my head.
Paper?
Something that's,
like a sheet of paper? You can read a sheet of paper, can't you?
I'm talking about a medical paper here, man.
A journalistic article. Yeah, I can understand.
All right, then you know that, you know how, to take these words and put it into layman terms for a dummy like me, don't you?
Yeah, I could do that for you. Well,
All right,
how big's the paper?
how much will this cost me?
Oh, well, if you wanted translation services, well, let's just say you'll owe me a favor. You'll pay me back at some point, right? Won't you?
Of course I will, Clint. You've been good to me.
Good to know. Send me the paper or a link to it or something. I'll translate it out.
Okay, and then Garo will ping Bronco to send him the link, because I'm assuming I didn't get that.
Well, when Bronco assumedly told the rest of the team about the stuff Bronco pulled off very quickly, a matrix search on Dr. Krusik, it would have included her social media profiles. You could just grab, the latest link to her latest paper off the very top of it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Wait, is that the paper she's going to publish, or?
No, it's her most recently published paper.
Gotcha. Okay. How much time has passed, by the way?
Well, it's after 2 p.m. on day 2. Bronco's working through a large matrix search on Dr. Krusik.
During that time,
Well,
sorry.
yeah, they're going to get the results a bit after dinner, probably.
Okay. During this time, can I be exposing myself to... So sorry. Can I be, as Muguka, she be looking up like German on the Matrix and just learning German using her linguistic skill with the added power?
Sure you
I just
can.
need 6 hours.
Sure
I just need 6 hours, and then I'll roll for it.
Sure. Cool. You can have been doing that all today. Feel free to roll for it. Is this roll to learn it or roll to read the scientific paper?
Learn it. I just have to pass threshold 1, and I get the skill at 1.
Cool. Go for it.
Ayo.
Ah, brilliant. No, you have a rudimentary understanding of German. So, what are you going to do with your rudimentary understanding of German?
Probably nothing. This is like just in case.
Well, okay. While you've been learning German, Garrow's Dr. Clint Hightower has been translating a medical text for you. He brings you back, about 5 p.m. and says, well, pretty dense sort of reading, But yeah, I managed to dig through it to the end. What we got here is a paper that, well, how familiar are you with the basics of augmentations?
I kind of know what they do, don't know the very specific details of it.
Cool. Have you had any gene wear implanted in you?
Nope, gene wear free. Nothing chrome or otherwise inside this body.
Well, so what GeneWare does is they put you in a vat full of little nanomachines and they roll through and mess up your cells and it gives you extra abilities or something. Now, this here paper is talking about a scientific study that was completed a couple of months ago where a GeneWare treatment was used to help restore the chromosomal imbalance that causes Down syndrome. You know what that is?
I've heard of it before.
Yeah, results are looking good. It's about a 45% recovery sort of thing, as in 45% of the test group showed positive signs of genetic recovery after the treatment. It's long-winded, full of a bunch of stats, and oh boy, do you not want to know how little nanomachines mess with the chemicals that make up DNA? No boy, But what it says is that, there's a follow-up work section about how a further adapted treatment could have a even more successful rate and possibly be commercially viable. Now, this was published in the London Journal of Nanotechnology. So, yeah, looks like it's some interesting reading, and when you get your hands on the next part, I'd actually be casually interested.
Say no more, Clint. As soon as I get my hands on it, it's going straight to you.
Well, thank you.
All right, guys. Seems I've made a little headwind on this. Street doc of mine did a little translating, made this into plain old English for us here.
Excellent.
So, turns out she's doing a lot of research into gene wear, trying to, let's say, cure Down syndrome.
Huh.
That sounds nice.
I imagine it'd be pretty nice for the folks who have that, yes.
Too bad she's gonna lose everything.
What a shame.
Oh, well, I'm sure someone else will come along.
Probably.
Well, so, is Gara, Celia, or Maguka going to do anything further? Or are we just going to wait for Bronco's matrix search results?
How long until his matrix search results?
You got a couple of hours.
Great. Can I actually just go learn Japanese also?
You don't have 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
And the third journal isn't actually in Japanese. It's actually in a it's actually in Tamil.
London? What?
Tamil. It's a Indian language.